designer and website. And last but not least, personal training. I wanted to basically, for the first time, go live, right? I feel like my whole 10 years of doing photography and holding the camera and helping artists, small businesses, and families, I've never went live to introduce myself. So I wanted to say hi. And I wanted to make sure that I'm saying hi, and I want to make sure that I'm building our community and letting you know a little bit about my brand. So a little bit about myself, because I would love to meet you as well if you guys follow me and anything like that. Don't be alarmed, that's not a rat, that's a chinchilla. That's Mizumi. That is Japanese for Mal. She's ready to take some photos right now. I'm gonna get some photos of her too, doing her thing. But a little bit about me. I'm a photographer. My birthday is 4/5/1990, so I'm an Aries. Shouts out to the Aries. 33 years old, and I grew up in North Portland, originally from the rugged South Central Oregon. No, I'm playing. No, I'm originally from Clement Falls, and my parents divorced, and then I moved up here to Portland when at a young age. I can't really recall. But from there, grew up in North Portland. I became very popular from my mother doing caregiving and stuff like that. So I met a lot of people in North Portland in my area. So shout out to mom on that. My dad was more of the financial business side. My dad, I didn't really grow up with my dad, but he always stayed nearby for sure. Always giving calls, always talking about save 10%. I didn't understand what that all meant when I was a kid, but he used to always tell me save 10%. Do that. Don't worry about me. Keep on checking behind him. Just making sure my chinchilla isn't doing nothing bad. She's got a hold of some leaves right now. So, but just doing the best he can on reminding me to save 10%. Um, he did a good job and still made sure that he was seeing, of course, child support, right? But with that being said, from parents, I got a sister, older sister, and I got some siblings on my father's side. Grew up in North Portland, went to John Ball Elementary, one of my favorite schools in my life of really just being able to remember, met a lot of teachers. Third grade, I love taking on cursive. So I love handwriting, right? So I've got a nice handwriting, so cursive. Now I do calligraphy. But from John Ball to middle school to high school, I went to Roosevelt High School in Roosevelt. I graduated in 2008. During high school years, I would say, eighth grade, I started smoking weed. We all dibble and dabble, right? Started doing that around eighth grade, and ninth grade, I started gang banging and stuff like that, selling drugs and marijuana. Let's get it to be clear. Well, I think we all, not all of us, but a few of us, right? We all kind of understand that. And with that being said, I used to use that money to really provide for my mom because, like she didn't have the best health at the time. And I feel like that's what we needed to do to be able to provide for myself. And I think as me being a man, that's what I had to do, and that's what I knew. From there, I always loved music, always loved rapping, always being in a group. The group was called Hustle Gang, and we would make a lot of music over the summer. 2006, I believe, we made a lot of music. We made a mixtape, and it was very like nostalgic, very nostalgic. From there, I eventually was like, okay, music. I love music, but with that being said, I want to be able to find something that's lucrative and be able to give me money so I can be able to pay the bills, right? So from there, I decided on picking up the camera and actually just doing photography, right? It first started with my small Zoom. When I do my next video, a little bit about explaining what the brand of Doby Digital Media Production is. I'll show you guys with the camera that I first started. But from there, I picked up the camera, started with the Zoom, and then I worked with a few music artists, and then went on a trip, and then the camera got broken. So I stopped working with videos and stuff like that, stopped it, just kept going to work. And then I found myself as a young boy, because I was 18, but I still call myself a boy because mentally I wasn't there, is that a man or a person, a man or a boy is not going to be happy until he does his passion. And so then I returned back to doing photography and videography when I got a Canon T5i. T5i. I got the T5i. And that was like one of the best cameras that I had to experience with, and I'm so thankful that I had something at a consumer price to be able to learn all of the knowledge that I have that I possess today, right? So moving forward, from when that camera got stolen, because things happen, camera got stolen, replaced, right? This is now my fourth camera. You know what I mean? The camera before this one got stolen as well. And it happens. And so over my journey, I would say you're going to always find ups and downs. Things that's going to stop you. You're going to always have to understand that you're going to have to be resilient. You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have your emotions. You're going to have your thoughts. You're going to have your beliefs. You're going to always do the best you can and want to make sure that you remain positive, because there's going to be times that are going to be challenging, especially if you're doing anything that is going to get you to progress, right? There's always going to be challenges. Anything that's going to call you to make decisions or in temptation, that is you calling to the battlefield of which one are you going to decide. So that's a little bit about how I started doing photography and videography. And since then, I've been working with families, small business owners, and artists here in Portland, Oregon. I service Portland, Gresham, Beaverton, Hillsborough, Washington, and the list goes on. And I'm just thankful for my clients to be able to see the quality that Craig Doby Digital Media Production is about. So a little bit about my business, because I'm going to wrap it up here as well. I don't want to be too long with my introduction and just meeting you guys. But what my business is all about is content, clarity, and consistency. With the content side, we want to make sure that we are doing everything the right way, right? We want to make sure that you look good. When a client sees themselves, they always want to make sure you get the good angle. From our pictures, we use nothing but high quality papers, materials to make sure that your images come out to the best. With our cameras, we use full frame cameras, which is going to basically give you more quality, professional cameras, lighting, 10 years of director skills, right? And then last but not least, your image is highly important. Image and your reputation is very important about a part of your brand. So with clarity, that's one thing that we focus on is making sure that you look good, right? Next, content. Content is everything. Your life is content, right? You getting up in the morning, we want to make sure that we're capturing from if it's from moments that you're not going to see again, from weddings, from if it's you being able to be on camera, you just telling the story like I am. That is content. Life is content. Your life is content. So one thing that we are big on is capturing all of your aspects, right? Embrace who you are. We are big on that. Last but not least, consistency. We've been here for 10 years. We're not going anywhere. We're only growing. Matter of fact, fun fact, April 28th this year, I decided to go fully self-employed. So I wanted to just thank everybody for supporting here in Portland, Oregon, Washington, Beaverton, and all the areas that we serve. So I just wanted to make sure that I introduced myself. My chinchilla's been going crazy. I wanted to make sure that I introduced myself. And then we have here a photo session that I'm about to get ready for. So if you guys are ever in Portland, Oregon, and you're looking for a photographer, a videographer, graphic designer, a personal trainer, I got your back. So just making sure that you guys understand that. And then let you guys know that. If you guys don't, if I don't tell you guys won't know. So I'm about to go ahead and go wrap it up. And I think me and my chinchilla are going to go have some fun. You really have some fun? You want to do some photo shoots? We're going to do some photo shoots. I think we're going to do some photos. You want to do some photos? We'll do some photos, mama. You going to come over here and do some photos? You want to do some photos? We're going to do some photos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all have a blessed day. It's Saturday here in Portland, Oregon. Have a successful Saturday. Once again, my name is Craig Doby, digital media producer, and I'm here to help you guys out. If you guys have any questions from you, let me know. I got you back. All right, guys. Toodles. Take care. From